Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody is doing okay. Well, I'm excited. I got some time to get some crafting in, so that always makes me excited. Today I have a few projects for you featuring the Sweet Conversations bundle, which is this stamp set and the coordinating dies. We're going to use a sentiment probably from the Love and Happiness stamp set, and we're going to do some embossing with the gingham embossing folder. Now all of these items here are in our spring mini catalog on page 10 and 11. And then also you get a sneak peek of everything that's in that suite on page 9. So this is what we're using. We're using that bundle, the Sweet Conversations bundle, this gingham embossing folder. We're going to do, we're going to decorate a sweet little treat box. You get 10 of them in a pack for $10. We're going to use the iridescent rhinestone jewels. Maybe we're not going to use any ribbon. We're going to use white twine and linen thread. And then, of course, we're going to use the designer series paper. So all of the colors that are in this designer series paper are listed right here below the designer series paper picture. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in. Before we jump in though, we're using one more product. This is a celebration item. This is the Simply Marvelous designer series paper, which you can earn for free. It's in our celebration catalog, and it's listed on this page. So for every $50 during celebration, you get to choose an item in this brochure that we call it the celebration brochure. And let me quick flip through these so you guys can see your options. So you noticed by each option that you have, they have a little bubble here, and it lets you know what your purchase need to be in order to qualify for that item. So we have $50 items in here that you can choose from. And then we have 2 items that you can choose from if your purchase is $100 or more. So you have options you can get. Say for instance, if your order is $105, you can choose this bundle here, which is a stamp set and designer series paper, or you can choose this special moment stamp set. But if you don't want either one of those options for your $100, you can choose 2 $50 items. And it works, you know, as far as depending on how much you spend in my online shopping store, which the description will be below. The link will be in the description box below. Is craftysweet.stampinup.net. Okay, let's jump into it. One other thing, sorry. Paper Pumpkin subscription. If you want to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, that also qualifies you to get a celebration item as well. So the 6-month subscription, you can get 2 $50 items, or you can get 1 free item. And if you get the 12-month prepaid subscription, you can choose 4 $50 items or 2 $100 items. And you don't have to use your prepaid code every month. So say for instance, you get a sneak peek for the February kit and you don't want the February kit. Well, you just don't put your code in by the 10th of that month to get that kit. Now, if it's the following month, you see, oh, I like the sneak peeks, I think I'm gonna like the kit, then go ahead and put your code in and redeem your code. So you can use those 12 months however you want. It doesn't have to be a continuous 12 months, like you get 12 months in a row. You use those 12 codes however you want. And you can pick your items in my store for free. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We are using a few different ink pads. We're using Gorgeous Grape, Blush and Bride, Pool Party, Crumb Cake, and Real Red. And I already have my stamps mounted on my block. We're using all photopolymer stamp sets, so I just mounted them on my blocks like so. If I use that sentiment from that other stamp set, that's a clean stamp, and we may you'll see the difference. Well, let me show you right now. This is clean mount. You still mount it on your clear block. You just it's just made out of red rubber instead of photopolymer. Okay. All right, so that's the Love and Happiness. These are all of my stamps that I'm going to use. In this one, do you guys do this, put your stamps on both sides of your block? I do, just to save time so I don't have to pull out another block. All right, so first project, let's go ahead and make this box. So the box comes like this. I'm gonna need that. Come in a package like this. They're the sweet little boxes. Again, you get 10 for $10. And let me show you. Let me pull one out because I'm going to decorate one. And I like the box decorated all on its own, but I thought it would be nice to put a little note inside of the box. So we're going to put a little note inside the box. Now these fit, let's see what I have on my desk. I have some Ghirardellis. Let's see. I think it probably will hold 2 Ghirardelli chocolates, and then you can slide a little note in there. It takes the snack size M&Ms. You can put, they're food safe, so you can put like something in a cellophane bag and drop it in here. Or if you have the little individual M&Ms, or let's see, the M&Ms, or like the Dove chocolates, the Hershey Kisses or whatever, you can slide those in here as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So first, I am going to just fold on all of the score lines. Okay, and this box already has the adhesive on it, so we don't have to apply any adhesive. These are so quick to put together. Now, when you get to the sticky part, don't take your, I don't have my take your pick tool, do I? Let's see. I need something to grab. I don't know what I did with it. Just something to grab the, let me use my piercing tool. Yeah, don't know what I did with the take your pick tool. So I'm gonna use my paper piercer, just something so I can get this adhesive off one side at a time, just to lift it up a little bit. So what I was saying is, don't take the adhesive off both sides, because this adhesive is really strong. You want to do one side at a time, and this is just going to wrap around this side. So this is going to be the front of the box. This is going to be the back of the box. Okay, so we're going to put these little tabs in just like this, and make sure you're going to put in, you see how I'm holding this, and this is going to butt up right against that other score line, and then we're going to bring in and press. I'm going to do the same thing for this side. It's supposed to snow here today in Oklahoma. It is like freezing. All right, again, you want your little tab on the inside, and then this is going to go on the score line, just so you can make sure it is tight, and then press. So just like that. So that is my box. Now, I chose to use designer series paper to decorate the box, but you can stamp on this box as well. I've done it on another box, and I think I gave it away. I don't have it up here, but you can stamp on this. This is a good surface to stamp on. All right, so I'm gonna take my little pieces out. I already got cut. This is gonna be for the front and the back of the box. You don't have to decorate the front and the back if you don't want to, but I'm gonna do the front and the back. I'm gonna do my Stampin' seal. Just equal distance all the way around, like that. Same thing for the back. Equal distance all the way around and press. And then I have this strip that I'm going to put right here, just kind of to change that so it won't be as busy. This is a kind of a busy pattern. I'm going to line that up on each side of the designer series paper and make sure it's straight across, just like that. And then now we're going to do our stamping. I'm going to need Real Red and Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to stamp. You can use Highland Heather. That's a lighter purple. What I'm going to do, so I can get a lighter purple, the Gorgeous Grape is a little dark, so I'm going to stamp off and then stamp on so I can get a lighter shade of purple, just like that. And then, let's see, let's go ahead and clean that off with my chamois. We sell the Stampin' Chamois in the store as well. That's a good cleaner for your stamps if you're like in a hurry. All right, and this sentiment is happy to have you in my life. I'm gonna ink that up in Real Red and stamp just like that. That's it for the stamping. I'm gonna layer this on top of my heart. I want it popped up though. So these are our Stampin' Dimensionals. It's just gonna give some lift to this circle on the heart so it's not flat. See that? All right, and then I'm gonna do my adhesive on the back and put this right in the middle, just like that. And then for my little note card, I'm gonna use Gorgeous Grape ink again for my hearts. So we have an outline of a heart, and then we have the filled in triple hearts. I'm going to do the filled in triple hearts, and I'm just going to do full strength in that Gorgeous Grape, and then layer that on a Real Red cardstock, just like that. Now, the dimensions, I did not give you dimensions, but the Real Red piece is 2 1/4 by 3 3 3/8, and then the basic white piece is 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. So if you want this make and take pack, all of the projects that I'm using today, I have extras. So if you want to make these projects, then you can place an order in my store for at least $35, and I'll send you the make and take for free. But I will go ahead and bump it up to $50 so you can get a celebration item. When I send you the make and take packet, I will also send you the PDF. I gotta type the PDF up, and the PDF is gonna have all of those the measurements and instructions. One other thing, I want to add a bow to this box right here. This is the glitter organdy ribbon, which carried over from the holiday catalog. I think that's cute. All right, so that is project number 1. Let's see, the next project we're going to do is this little hanger. So I didn't put a magnet on the back of this. However, you can, and like hang it on the refrigerator. You can hang it up in your office, in your room, whatever you like. Let me get my sentiment. It's from Special Moments, but I don't see my Special Moments. Okay, let's hold that one for later. I gotta find my stamp set. I don't have that one out. It might be on the other side. Hold, please. Here it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this one real quick. This is the Special Moments stamp set that I was showing you guys that's free if you place a $100 order. Nice sentiments in this set. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. But we're going to use this one. Where would I be without a friend like you? I think that is very nice. Let's mount that one on a block. And I am using a C block on just about all of these. All right. I didn't mention the punch pack, the heart punch pack. So you can get both of these punches in a bundle also in the store. We're going to be using those to make this door hanger. All right, so let's go ahead. I need a scrap piece of white and a scrap piece of crumb cake. The crumb cake, we're going to punch with the scallop heart. I love a punch. It makes things so much easier. And then we're going to do the white heart in the regular heart punch. It's not scallop. Let me grab a scrap piece of white. And just punch that out. All right, so that's it for the punching. Now let's go ahead and, I don't know, I can't remember if I cleaned this heart out off. We're gonna stamp this heart in Pool Party. Right in the center, just like that. We're done with Pool Party. Now we're going to ink the sentiment up in Crumb Cake. Stamping is so much fun and it's so easy. You can do this, right? Sure you can. All right, these are all of my pieces for my little door hanger. Now, when you get your basic white, so the crumb cake is measured 4 by 4. Then I have a piece of designer series paper. This is that Simply Marvelous designer series paper. This is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then my basic white piece is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. When you stamp on the basic white piece, you need to stamp your sentiment off to the left so you can have room for your heart. Just like that. And then let's see, let's go ahead and clean this off. I think we're done with that set, so I can go ahead and put this back. We had so much fun this weekend stamping. I had a class this weekend, and the ladies and I had fun. Okay, now let's go ahead and layer these together, and then we're gonna need I'm gonna need my hole punch, but I'll get that in just a second. All right, you can use either side of this designer series paper that you want. I wanted this side showing, but if you want the other side, feel free. Again, we're gonna adhere this down with our Stampin' Seal, equal distance all the way around, and the same thing for the basic white piece. just like that. And then now we're going to layer the white heart on top of the crumb cake scalloped heart. I'm going to add dimensionals to the back of this, and then we're going to add a dimensional to the left side of this heart, and you'll see why in just a moment. All right, so I put dimensionals on this, so it's already raised, right? So I want the soft suede heart. This is a heart from the Give It a Whirl dies in our catalog. If I were to put the dimensional on this side, it will pop this up on this, and then this side will be like diagonal. I don't want that, so I just want this side flush with this heart, and then I want this raised. All right, so that's why I put the dimensional on the left. I hope that makes sense. So it's like that, and even, and not like slanted. I don't like saggy cards, saggy anything. All right, so let's close it up. All right, now let me grab my hole punch. And this is just an 1/8 hole punch. This one we don't carry in the store anymore, but you can find one at a big box store. All right, so I'm just going to put a hole in the top. Just like that. And then I'm going to take that organdy ribbon, and I'm going to do one side at a time. I'm going to cut this slanted so it can go through this hole. Now, I'm going to knot on one end. When you knot it, make sure you're not pulling it too tight, because you don't want the knot to go through through the hole. Okay? So when you pull it, you just want to pull it like down to the end, just like that, so it won't pull through. And I do one side at a time because that it'll be easier to tie. It's going to give you extra room on one side to pull the ribbon so you can tie, because it's hard to tie with a short piece of ribbon, especially when you're not knotting your ribbon. Fold this again. Just like that. See what I mean? You have more room to pull if you do one side at a time. And then we're just going to knot this side as well. And then again, you're not going to pull it too tight so it won't come through your hole. And then you're just going to pull it like that. I'm going to snip this off so it won't be so much hanging off the back. This ribbon is so pretty. All right, so there you are. So that's project number 2. All right, now let's do card number 1. All right, so I am using a Blush and Bride card base with a white scallop contour die, and then a sheet of that designer series paper, and then I have my 2 hearts, one the scallop punched out in Pool Party, and then another white heart. All right, let's go ahead and do our stamping, and I'm going to ink this heart up in Blush and Bride. And then the sentiment is coming from this one, Love and Happiness, and this is going to, let's do Happy Anniversary, my love, just to do something different. I have an anniversary coming up next month. All right, happy anniversary, my love. All right, let's see if this is, yep, that's exactly how I want it. No, I don't want that in Blush and Bride. Is this real red? Yeah, real red. That's what I want, real red. Let me stamp again and see. Okay, I always stamp on my scrap paper just so I can see how my image is stamping. And it's stamping exactly how I want it. All right, now let's go ahead and put adhesive on the back of that and pop it up on this heart. Wasn't even. Okay, like that. And then let's go ahead and I'm gonna adhere our designer series paper. So this designer series paper, again, the measurements are gonna be in the tutorial. I don't know what I do with my ruler, y'all. What did I do with my ruler? Just that quick. Oh, here it is. I actually cleaned it up. Cleaned up and put it in where it was supposed to be. All right, this is 3 1/8 by 2. All right, again, it's gonna be on the PDF. Oh, I like this side. Let's see. Let's change it up. I'm gonna do this side. I'm changing everything up. That's what you can do with crafting. Change it up. Look like I'm running out of seal. Okay, and I'm just gonna layer this down the bottom, kind of even it up with that stitching down at the bottom. And then now I'm going to take Pool Party and I'm just gonna stamp random hearts. And then I'm gonna take the outline hearts. And so now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you how to mask. Let me grab my tape. I'm gonna show you how to mask. All right, so you see this is a trio of hearts. Well, I don't want all 3 hearts like stamped in a row. I just want to use one heart, all right, and randomly stamp it. So I'm going to put tape over the other 2, and then I'm going to ink it up in my Blush and Bride. All right, now the key to this, once you ink it up, you need to make sure you remove the tape. All right, because if you stamp with the tape on, you're gonna get that extra stuff on your surface, and you don't want that. So you see now I have one heart. Now I'm just gonna mask it up, tape it up again, and then ink it up. Remove my tape before I stamp. And I'm gonna keep doing that until I get all of my, see, I was about to do it. Did you see? You don't wanna do that. Remove the tape before you stamp. About to do it again. So quick. Okay. All right, I think that's good. Nope, let me do one more. I'm gonna do one more. Remove the tape, and let's put one, let's put it over here. All right, good to go. All right, so that technique is called masking. All right, now another tip, I'm going to take, where's my ribbon? I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to wrap it around. And it's hard to tie a bow when you're like wrapping something. So I think y'all have seen me do this before. The way that I do it is I tape the back and then I tie my bow or my knot on the front. So I'm just going to take this like this and then wrap it around just like that, and take these ends to the back. just like that. So now all I have to do with my ribbon is slide it through and tie it. I think that'll get enough. Actually, that's a lot. I'm gonna do it just like that, and then just tie a bow. So cute. I love this ribbon, and I love the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels as well. They've been like my favorite. Now on this one I didn't pop it up, but I am going to pop this layer up on that on the card base. Y'all still with me? Almost done. Almost done. All right, love dimensionals. Now just remove your back ends off of your dimensionals. Just like that. Bring in the card base. I'm gonna hold tight. I'm gonna show you embossing in a second. I actually could have embossed this layer of this one, but I didn't. All right, now I'm gonna bring in my heart and pop that up as well. All right, and how cute is that? Now you have options. You can use the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels, or you can use opal rounds. Both of them are available in the store. I'm gonna put one here, and then I'm gonna put a small one. You have 3 different sizes in this pack of opal rounds, just like the iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. All right, let's cut. Let's cut this ribbon down, the tails of the ribbon off a little bit. Just like that. All right, so that's card number 1, project number 3. Now let's see, let's do, I think I have one more. Oh, hold on a second, I want to do that one. I thought I had it all. Let's see, I think I do. I just don't have the, I don't know where my sample is to show you guys. All right, I don't have the sample to show you. However, and then I've already stamped this piece. So what I did was, this is another technique. I wanted something different on this, like this border. So I put this designer series paper, and I was like, oh, it looked too plain to me. So I took the heart and I just stamped it down in a row in real red, and it kind of gave me like a scallop look off of this designer series paper, so it wouldn't look so plain. All right, now I want a heart, and I'm going to punch out a heart, a scalloped heart, and then I'm going to emboss it. So let me find my scalloped heart punch. Cut that out, and I want to add dimension to this heart. So this is where the embossing folder comes into place. So the embossing folders you can use with your Stampin' Cut and embossing machine. That's the die cutting machine, you know, you guys have seen me use before to cut images. Let me get some space, and I'll bring it over here to show you. So here is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. When you get it, well, it comes folded up like this. And I'm just showing those who may be new. And then these two sides fold down. And it comes with the plates that you need to do your stamping and your cutting and embossing. So you're going to put the number 1 plate down first, and then a number 3 plate. And then you're going to have your embossing folder. Now, I'm just going to take whatever I want to emboss, and I'm going to slide it into my embossing folder. Just put it in here and close it up. All right. I'm going to lay, so you got number 1 plate and you have the number 3 plate. They're numbered for you in case you forget how to do your layering. And then it also, on your plate, it gives you instructions on what you need. So I'm using embossing folders. So I'm using the number 1 plate and then both of my number 3 plates. So I'm gonna put my number 3 down, the embossing folder with the cardstock that I want to emboss. And then I'm gonna do hinge first and then just run it through. Just like that. That's it. Here's another sample using that same embossing folder. And instead of like one image, you can emboss the background too. So on this card, you can see I embossed the background just to add some dimension to the card. This is using our Awesome Otters stamp set, which you guys will probably see later. I'll do a tutorial on that. That stamp set is really cute. All right, so here is my heart that I'm going to use. And then I know, okay, here it is right here, my card base. So I'm using a thick, basic white card base. When you're using white as a card base, you need to use the thick, basic white as a card base. If you're using basic white for like stamping or like a layer, you can use the regular, but you want a thick card base, so you want to use that thick basic white. Okay, so I'm just gonna, you know what, let's go ahead. No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna emboss that, but I don't think I am. All right, let's go ahead and put our designer series paper down. Just like that. And then, let's see, I want my hearts going like this. Let me lift this up so I can see. I want it flush with the cardstock, just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna bring in my white linen thread, and let's see, I think I want to wrap it several times around, just like that. All right, let's get enough to tie a bow. Another trick that I'm going to use is the my glue dots to hold. Now, where is my paper piercer? Okay, let me just use my fingers. There it is, right there. All right, I'm going to put a glue dot down to hold my knot when I get ready to tie this linen thread, because it is very thin. All right, so just like that, and I'm gonna press that down in there, and then now I can tie this bow. All right, and then I'll cut my tails off in just a moment. All right, cut your tails off, just like that. And then now I want to pop this up on this card base. Again, thick basic white card base, and I'm using dimensionals to pop this up. All right, and then again, remove all of your backings off. And then pop it up on my card. Let's see, just like that, equal distance all the way around. Okay, now I am going to pop my heart up and then do our sentiment, and then we're going to be done with this one. Crafting does not have to be hard. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to take a 1/2-inch strip, and I am going to stamp Happy Valentine's Day in real red. Tap, tap, tap. And then Happy Valentine's Day, just like that. And then I want to flag my ends. And then the same way that I told you about the other, the heart that I did, because I popped this up, I don't need to put a dimensional on the back of this. I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of day because that's the only thing that I need popped up. So I'm just going to do adhesive on one side and then a dimensional right here. And I'm going to bring in my opal rounds and embellish it a little bit with these opal rounds, kind of like, maybe like that. All right, that is it, y'all. Easy, quick, right? All right, so let's bring back, let's move this out of the way. We have all of our cards, we have our door hanger, and we have our box that we made. Now, very cute, right? So I hope you guys like these projects. If you're interested in any of these projects, you want, if you want these make and takes, place an online order in my Stampin' Up store. And make sure you use the host code that I'm going to put in the description. So when you go in and you go to craftysweet.stampinup.net, you're going to go to shop now and you're going to put these items in your cart. The only thing you need is the bundle, because, well, this bundle is what I use. You actually don't need this die set because I didn't use any of the dies, but if you bundle them, you save 10%. But all of the images except for this one and this one I use from Sweet Conversations. The Happy Anniversary, My Love, and Happy Valentine's Day came from Love and Happiness. If your order is $100 or more, you get the special moment stamp free, which is what we used on the door hanger. So all of the products will be down in the description, but you just need to place a minimum $50 order to get the make and take packet shipped to you. So you'll get a box, you're going to get the materials to make this and both cards. Make sense? So 2 cards, door hanger, and a box. You're going to get all of those. And I'll do the die cutting for you. So this scallop rectangle, I'll send to you. And then I'll also punch your hearts out, your scallop hearts. And then I'll die cut this one out for you. All right. So that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.